So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Red Manx TV video, and in today's video I'll be doing a preview for our game in midweek as Manchester United take on Crystal Palace. As always guys, if you do happen to enjoy this one, make sure to smash a like on the video. Bottom right corner, hit that red button to subscribe, and also guys, make sure to get involved in the comment section, letting me know your thoughts going into the game on Wednesday and also your score predictions. But anyway guys, let's get on to the preview. So guys, what's going on? So this Wednesday, Manchester United are back in action, taking on Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. And this is one of the games, or our rescheduled games, should I say. We do have two. We have one against Leeds United as well, coming up at Old Trafford, which I was furious got rescheduled and cancelled, because I was meant to go to the game. So I was absolutely furious at the time. I'm still meant to go to it, but I'm just waiting for it to be rescheduled so I know when that date is. But at the moment, I don't see when that Leeds United game can be put into the schedule because we're playing so many games. We're still involved in the Europa League, we're still involved in the FA Cup, we're still involved in the Carabao Cup, we've got the rest of the league to play as well, which games are coming up thick and fast. So I honestly cannot tell you at the moment where that game gets put in. If you guys know or have seen the calendar and know an opportunity where potentially that game could be put in, let me know down below, because I'm struggling to see where that game can be played at the moment. But it still is a massive game, I'm still excited to go there against Leeds United. The atmosphere is going to be rocking. But for the game on Wednesday against Palace, I totally forgot about the game. I'm not going slow. I was looking at the fixture, so I don't know how I missed this one. But I honestly thought we had a whole week to prepare for the game against Arsenal at the Emirates. And that would have been absolutely massive, having a full week to get down, prepare for the game on Sunday, our biggest game. Probably our biggest game of the season. It is a make or break game for both sides. If Arsenal win the game, then I honestly see them walking the league for the rest of the season. 8 points clear. City are playing Spurs, so they might drop points as well, because Spurs played quite well against City. So they could probably be about 11 or 12 points clear coming off the end of on Sunday. But if we can get a result, everything changes as well. The gap gets smaller. Between Manchester United and Arsenal, we potentially go above City depending on results as well. And if we beat Arsenal, I said it, if we beat Man City and beat Arsenal and get 6 points out of 6, which was a massive ask when first going into the game against City and looking at our schedule, then we're in a title race. I didn't want to say it, I really don't want to say it, but we really are in a title race if we can get a good, decent result against Arsenal, because Arsenal still have to play City twice as well. So I know we've still got some massive games coming up as well, but again, everything will change if we get a result against Arsenal. But let's stop talking about that game, because that's for the preview for that game. That's on Thursday or Friday when we dig deep into that game. But the Crystal Palace game, we cannot afford to drop points on Wednesday. Going into the game against Arsenal, we need to go into that game, full confidence, full momentum. Because if we end up losing against Palace, or even dropping, or getting a draw and dropping some points, then the momentum goes for this Manchester United side. And I don't know how this team is going to react going into the biggest game of the season. That's the trouble for me. So I'm really hoping we take this game as seriously as possible. Yes, we probably have to make a few changes. Yes, WEGHORST, I'm expecting to make his debut on Wednesday. But it is, again, a struggling Crystal Palace side right now. They're struggling to pick up results. Patrick Vieira is in big trouble at the moment. Fans aren't really on his side, and they need a result from somewhere. And they're going to look at this game as a chance to get that result as well, because they have beaten us a few times. Maybe at our ground more than theirs, but overall it's still going to be a very, very tight game. But again, Martinez should be coming back in for this one, and again, I think it's just a game where we have to treat this one as a bit of a warm-up game going into the one on Sunday. So guys, let me know your thoughts going into the game for this midweek fixture. I didn't want it to be in this place because I wanted a full week to prepare. It's a bit of a tricky period anyway, so adding Palace into the midweek is not going to be good for the players. But as I said, it's a game we cannot afford to drop points. Desperately cannot afford to drop points. But I will put my team on the screen now. So guys, what's going on? So here's my team going into the game on Wednesday against Crystal Palace. So of course, David De Gea in net picks himself. Malacia, Martinez, Varane and Wan-Bissaka as the back four as it stands for me. Going into this game, I think Martinez will start. And then Ten Hag will have a massive decision to make regarding the game against Arsenal. Whether he sticks with Martinez and Varane, or he goes back to having Shaw and Varane as well, who've been really reliable together as well, because Shaw was keeping Martinez out the side against City and did really, really well. So be interesting to see who does go with on that big game on Sunday. But I think Martinez will be starting this one. Fred and Casemiro in the middle. I've got Eriksen up ahead of him. I have rested Bruno for this game. Left hand side Rashford. I have gone Garnacho on the right for me. I do think he's deserved another start. I think it will come this week against Palace. You never know, he might drop Rashford for this game. We have seen him do it before, but I don't think Rashford is droppable at the moment. You cannot drop this sort sort of player in this sort of form. So I have gone him, and I have gone WEGHORST to make his debut as well, which I think will be a smart decision to rest Martial for the Arsenal game. So this is my team going into the game, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. There's a possibility this is the side, but Garnacho on the bench with Anthony, that could be a real possibility as well, with Anthony starting this game. But you never know what will happen, but it's still a very serious game for Manchester United, so I had gone with a strong lineup. But yeah, guys, let me know your team and your thoughts on my team, but let's get back to the preview. So guys, there we go. That's my team going into the game on Wednesday. As you can see, it's still a very, very strong side. I'm excited to hopefully see WEGHORST step on the pitch for the first time for Manchester United. That's going to be really interesting to see how he gets on. Hopefully, he can make a big impact for the rest of the season, because we do need numbers. We do need someone like that to give competition to Martial as well. Of course, maybe it wasn't the player everyone wanted, but again, it might work under Ten Hag. We have known Ten Hag to like a big man. You know, Sebastian Haller did really well for him under Ajax. So it could be a really, really smart signing from Ten Hag, and it could really work out to be wonderful for Manchester United. We'll only have to wait and see. But again, you know, some of the quotes were positive from him. He said he's going to give us all for Manchester United. Well, he's here, and that's going to be to the end of the season. But, you know, he's got to make an impact on Wednesday. Straight away, he's got to make an impact on Wednesday, and hopefully he can do that, guys. But let me know your team's going down below as well, because for me, I don't think you rest Rashford in this game. There are a few key players which I do want to rest and make sure they're ready for the game on Sunday. But again, as I said previously in this video, we have to go strong in this one. We cannot afford to lose. And then we have a few days recovery, you know, hard training to focus on that game on Sunday. So it's just about getting this game to come, getting it over, getting the 3 points, walking away from London, going back to Manchester, training hard, and, you know, all set for the game against Arsenal. That's what it has to be for me. There's no just walking around making this game a struggle, or, you know, helping out Palace with mistakes and that. We cannot afford to do that. So yeah, that's my team, guys. Let me know yours down below. But a bit about Palace. And Palace have been a side where they've been really struggling for the last couple of months or so. Right now, I don't think they've won a game in a while. They're really struggling for results. Their manager, as I've said, is in serious trouble at the moment. Although he had a really good start with Palace. He's got really good players there. Elise, you know, Mateta, who's made an impact for them. Zaha, who we know is going to cause problems, whoever he's against. Of course, they lost Conor Gallagher, which probably has been a massive blow to them. But they've still got quality in that side. Ayew as well, he's quite been impressive at times, but you know, there's still going to be a lot to handle on Wednesday, because that place will be rocking. I'll tell you what, we cannot let the atmosphere get to us on Wednesday, because they need a win desperately. They're playing against Manchester United, who are in some really, really good form at the moment, big favourites for the game. It's a game where Manchester United could easily slip up on Wednesday, and we cannot let that be the case. But yeah, my score prediction, I'm going to say Manchester United to win this game. I'm going to go 2 or 3-0. I want to say 3-0, but I'm going to go 2-0 just to be a bit safer. I do think we'll get the job done. It is going to be tough, but again, we've been, you know, who wouldn't back us going into the game with a former run, just beating Manchester City comfortably and deserving to win a Manchester derby. And we've shown over the last months or so, we're unbeaten in like 10 or 11 games, something like that, I think. Something crazy like that. So we cannot let that drop either. So yeah, guys, I'm going 2-0. I'm going to say WEGHORST to score on his debut, and I'm going to say Garnacho as well, who has to start this game. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think down below. If you did enjoy, smash a like, guys, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts going into this one and going into the big one. Oh, pardon me, and the big one on Sunday against Arsenal. But that's me done, guys, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.